Hello and good morning to all. Welcome to your DSS online class. Today we will learn working with query, forms and report. The database of any organization may contain a amount of data. Moreover, it may consist of multiple tables. When the number of records in a table increases, it becomes an uphill task for any users to extract a specified record from that table. Microsoft Access provides us a solution for this problem through a query. And let's see, देखते हैं query क्या होता है. A query is a database object that allow you to retrieve information from one or more database table that meet a specified condition or criteria specified by you. So query क्या होता है? Query is a database object that allow you to retrieve, मतलब retrieve information को क्या करता है, वहाँ से retrieve करता है from one or more table, एक टेबल या बहुत सारे टेबल से क्या करता है, जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है हमारे टेबल के अंदर उसको रिट्रीव करने का काम कौन करता है, हमारा क्वेरी. और उसमें भी स्पेसिफाई कंडीशन और क्राइटेरिया होता है. ओके, इसमें लिखा हुआ है कंडीशन और क्वेरी क्राइटेरिया स्पेसिफाइड बाय यू. ओके, जो भी हम कंडीशन और क्वेरी लगाते हैं उसी के द्वारा वो क्या करता है, वहाँ उस टेबल से डेटा को, जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है, डेटा की इंफॉर्मेशन जो भी होगी वहाँ से क्या करता है, क्वेरी को रिट्रीव कर लेता है. ओके, जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है. द इंफॉर्मेशन रिट्रीव ऑन द बेसिक्स ऑफ ए स्पेसिफाइड क्राइटेरिया इन द क्वेरी इज स्टोर इन ए सेपरेट टेबल कॉल्ड द क्वेरी टेबल. तो देखिए यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है इंफॉर्मेशन रिट्रीव जो होता है द बेसिस ऑफ स्पेसिफाई, जो क्राइटेरिया हमने लगाया है इस जो सेपरेट टेबल में स्टोर होता है उसी को कहते हैं क्या, क्वेरी टेबल. ओके, नाउ फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द क्वेरी. A query is a simple question that you ask to find a specified information from the database. It means क्या हुआ कि कोई भी क्वेश्चन हम क्या करते हैं, अपना क्वेरी क्या होता है, कोई भी सिंपल क्वेश्चन अपने हम डेटाबेस से करते हैं. जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है वो कहाँ स्टोर होती है, डेटाबेस में होती है. तो वही जब हम क्वेरी करेंगे, सिंपल कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए, that is called a query. Similarly in Access, when you build a query you are defining a specified search condition. Similarly in Access, when you build a query you are defining a specified search condition. You can use query to view, change, summarize and analyze the specified data in different ways. In our daily life, you make several types of query to get specified information. For example, which student are scoring above 85% marks? Which student live in sector 4? Live in sector 4, Chandigarh, and so on. You can make quick decision depending on that criteria. Let us understand the concept of query with the help of the given example. Example, in the students table you have records of class 8 as well as class 9 students. Suppose you want to extract the record of student of class 8 and class 9 who reside in Panchkula and Chandigarh. We can find this with the help of queries. Queries are made on tables and the result are displayed in the form of a table. Example, in a group of rows and columns with the set of record that match the given condition. Microsoft Access provide various types of queries: select, parameter, crosstab, action and structure query language, SQL query. ये structure query language is full form of SQL. ये भी आपका एक क्या है, एक डेटाबेस है. इसमें भी एज इट इज़ MS Access की तरह काम होता है. ओके, तो स्ट्रक्चर एग्जाम्पल है. ठीक है. ओके, लेट्स नो मोर. A select query retrieves data from one or more tables and display the records set in a data sheet. We can also use a select query to group the data and to calculate the sum, count, the average, and other type of totals. A parameter query is a type of select query that promotes you for input before it runs. The query then uses your input as criteria that controls the results. For example, we can design it to promote for to date. Access will then retrieve all data with values between the two specified dates. Okay, then find out a relationship between a tables. Relationships are links that associate a field in one table with the same field in another table. In Access, you can store data in multiple tables. To bring that information together, we need to define a relationship between the tables. Once we have defined relationship between the tables, data from both the tables can be used by query from a form or report. A relationship works by matching a field with the same name in both the tables. In most cases, these matching fields are the primary key from one table that uniquely identify each record in a table and a foreign key in the other table. A foreign key is a value in one table that must match with the primary key of another table. To create a relationship, make two tables, one with the same with the name student that holds information about student such as their roll number, father's name, class, address, and city, and the other with the name marks that holds the information about the student roll number, percentage, and grade. Open one of them in the dataset view. Click on the Database Tools tab. Select the Relationship button from the Relationship groups. The Show Table dialog box appears. Select the required table and click on the Add button. The selected table will appear in the Object Relationship windows. Likewise, add another table to the Relationship windows. We can activate the Query tab if your relationships are based on query, or active both tab if relationships are based on both table and query. Click on the Close button to close the Show Table dialog box. Then close the relationship windows by clicking on the Close button on Relationship group. After the relationship has been created between two tables, you must delete the relationship before you make modification to the field on which relationship is based. To delete a relationship, click on the line that connects the tables and press the delete key. Okay student, let's know more. To reopen the Source Table dialog box while creating relationship, click on the Source Table button on the Design tab in the Relationship groups. Okay student, now creating a query. How to create a query? Access provides two ways to create a query. First, query wizard. Second is query design. Okay, let us something more. An action query create a new table on alter your data or database by adding, deleting, updating and appending data to it. Alter मतलब कोई भी changes करना, alters. Okay. Crosstab query uses row handling and column handling so that we can see your data in terms in two categories at once. Creating a query in a design view. The design view gives you more control over a query. It allows you to create a query from the scratch. Open the database and click on the Create tab on the ribbon. Now click on the Query Design button in the Query group. The Show Table dialog box is displayed, from which we can select the record scores for your query, which can be one or more table or query, or a combination of the two. Select the table from the Show Table dialog box on which you would like to run a query. Click on the Add button and then click on the Close button. The selected table will appear as a small window in the upper section of the query windows, example the Object Relationship pane. The selected query table display a list of fields. Double-click on the field names you would like to add the query. They will be added to the design grid, the button section of the query windows. We can also add the field to the query by dragging them from the field list to the design grid. The design grid is similar to a separate sheet with columns representing each field in the query. Now अभी के लिए बस इतना ही. Thank you. Have a nice day.